Mornings with Will on 531 VI.
Kia ora tātou, malo le soifua maua ma le langi mama. This is Pacific Mornings. It's now 16 minutes after 8. Now, in a major booster for Pacific RSE workers here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, EIT today launches a 5-year education initiative supported by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade. The program is called NOAA, or Village of Learning, aims to give workers valuable skills they can take back to their communities. From financial literacy to trades, training, the goal is to support long-term economic resilience across 9 Pacific countries, including Samoa, Tonga, Fiji and Vanuatu. EIT RSE National Operations Manager Meriama Taufale joins us right now from Taradale in the Hawke's Bay to talk to us more about it. Kia ora and malo soifua to you, Meriama.
Kia ora, Taio Manuia, and warm Pacific greetings to you, John.
Wonderful to see you and hear you, Malo Apita, for the work that you and the team are doing. Meriama, kōrero mai, tell us more about this program. How did it come about, and why did the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade decide to initiate this initiative?
So the RSE worker training program has been around for about 14 years, and as you indicated, it is funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade. It provides opportunities for our Pacific RSE workers to be able to access skills and training whilst in New Zealand. For the RSE scheme, as you know, they will be working in the horticulture and viticulture sectors, and this is to complement the work that they're doing with a major focus on the skills that they learn is that they can take home and reintegrate into their home countries.
That's fantastic. Now, you've called it NOAA, or Village of Learning. How does it work?
So NOAA, strategically, we took a rebranding initiative, or as the previous supplier, Vakamiasina, through fruition, had done a fantastic job. So we've leveraged on what they have done previously. EIT, based in the beautiful Hawke's Bay, is a tertiary organisation. So we are able to offer a really large scope of training and can formalise that to put it onto the New Zealand qualifications framework, right, and ultimately align that to the frameworks within the islands. We did it in collaboration with Vein Creative, those wonderful team of Pacific. For us, NOAA acknowledges the contributions of the RSE workers in our hort and viticulture areas, and it's based around balance and reciprocity, and being able to share that mutual relationship.
That's fantastic to hear. My understanding, it's phase 3 of the RSE worker training program. Is there some significance on it being the third phase?
It is. So the third, it's A in numbers. So we will be delivering to 2,250 RSE workers annually, with approximately 150 courses. The other focus is that, as you've touched on, is a high focus on reintegration. So it's aligning the skills in terms of what the labour sending countries or the mobility units need that we can focus on. So we have 2 types of programs. We have an essentials, which we've named New, or planting the seed, and that introduces, like you said, financial literacy, digital capability, some human rights and health and living. And then on the other side, we've got a lot of those elective programs, and these are the ones where they range from the trades to small business to financial or leadership that they will be able to utilise. For us, it's only right that we can give them something to take home, considering a lot of the social disruption that happens in the RSE sector and what they're giving up to be here, basically.
Yeah. Some may argue, why do RSE workers need the training when they've come here to work? What would you say to that?
As I think I've just said, it's only right. They're coming to fill a skill shortage in New Zealand in the horticulture and viticulture areas. What they give to New Zealand and our industry economically is huge. And notwithstanding, as we said, what they leave behind, their families, their villages, for 7 to 9 months a year. Many of them come back 3 or 4 times for the program. So yes, they get some financial contribution to take home. But in addition to that, what else can we give them to really make it a truly authentic and valuable opportunity for them?
Now, aroha mai, Meriama, I'm going to play the devil's advocate here. Is this really skills training for the benefit for Pacific countries, or is it about making workers more productive for New Zealand employers?
So if we were doing, I guess, a lot of horticultural viticulture training, then we could say yes. We are really committed and have been working with labour sending units, the high commissions, and the governments of all the Pacific countries to ensure that we can prioritise and align those skills that they need. We are at the beginning of our journey. We've started already in Nelson, Blenheim and Tauranga, and in Hawke's Bay. So we'll be able to evolve that training, and that will be at the forefront. So as part of NOAA and the village, it takes everybody, but we want to ensure that we come back and that we have the RSE and the labour sending countries at the heart of what we do.
Yeah, Malo. Now, given EIT's strong ties to the primary sector and communities like Hawke's Bay and Tairāwhiti, how important is the local connection in delivering successful training for RSE workers?
Oh, huge. 6 months we've been doing a lot of strategic engagement with Pacific community and business trusts within each of the regions. We have to acknowledge each region and the localities and the makeup of the Pacific. The key for us in NOAA is to ensure that we have facilitators who are language speakers, so that they can contextualize the learning, and it's not the team leaders or the workers that have to translate. Where they want to learn in English, but we're working with the Centre for Pacific Languages to translate our material for them as well. Working with all the Pacific business trusts in the region has just been a real highlight for us, and utilising their key staff and their community to facilitate these courses moving forward is critical.
Yeah.
We will run a hub and spoke type model, so it'll all be run out of Hawke's Bay to ensure consistency with delivery of the program. We've brought facilitators into the Hawke's Bay and run some PD as such, but that will be something that we're acutely aware of, and we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Now, what are your hopes for the long-term impact of this program, not just for Aotearoa's economy, but for the skills and resilience of Pacific communities involved in the RSE scheme?
I guess it comes back to that mutual relationship and beneficial, and keeping that at the heart of what we do. To be able to increase that social and economical resilience is intangible. How we manage that will be quite difficult. But together with the different government agencies, with MB, with the country liaison officers who they have in country here, I think together we'll collectively be able to keep a hold on aspirationally what we want to do.
Yeah, Whaftai, and just with the program today, what's on the agenda for the launch?
So on the agenda for the launch today, we've incorporated our Fijian community. We're starting with a pōhiri here at EIT to welcome industry, stakeholders, government. They're moving into a kava ceremony led by our Fijian community. They're our facilitators and the RSE workers here. And then just an overall, in terms of being able to bring everybody together, as we say it is the village approach. So we need everybody's contributions to be able to make this work for our RSE workers. So even though we've started a soft launch, this for us is it's a huge milestone for the team, and able to be able to move forward and deliver on the contract, basically.
We wish you the very best for the program. Kia ora, Meriama, malo apito for your hard work, and give the team, especially Taufale, our best wishes for today. Malo apito.
Malo, whawhitai tele lava.
Whaftai.